But don't let it fool you about what's inside.
Corner, standing 5 foot 9 inches tall with a record of 2-0. Please welcome Cubb the Savage Hawkins.
These are the only two guys that got their nicknames on the program. That's how you know one of them pushed for it.
Main event, so at least get the name written down.
Yeah, that's what you get for fighting in the main event here at Fight For It. You get to actually have your nickname on the program.
Paris was able to get Aries out, so.
Yeah, that's true. He's a master of branding, that Paris artist.
Let's see who else. Nobody else. So I saw Cubb warming up in the back.
Avery Wilson in the corner of Cubb Hawkins.
It's going to be a unusual circumstance to watch Cubb fight because in the back he's fighting short, as if he was worried about the takedown. If I was worried about anything, the Saraceno's leg kick. He kicked as if his leg's not going to hurt.
He literally chops down trees for a living.
Oh maybe that
so he might have those leg chopping kicks. I don't know if you know that. He owns like a forestry and landscaping business.
I did not know that. I knew it was a business, but I
Shout outs to Chaz Bryant's interviews. I learned a lot about all these guys.
I got with Chaz earlier. I said, Chaz, when did you start making content again? And he said he's going to get on it.
All you got to do is throw a little dineros down. You'll get Chaz out of his shell.
Fighting out of the blue, standing 6 foot 1 inches tall with a record of 9-6 out of Revolution MMA. It's Tanner, the Hammer, Saraceno.
Not even close. Not even close. Sam's still thinking about them ring girls. Not even looking at the program.
Saraceno, I'm looking at his leg kicks, and with Cubb, I'm looking at letting his hands fly. The guy's a bare knuckle fighter. He knows what it's like to knock people out with his bare hands. He's got wraps and MMA gloves on. He should go ahead and punch. Matter of fact, I don't even think he's wearing hand wraps under there.
Some guys don't like to. It looks like he doesn't. Yeah, I can see his bare hand.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He's got a little bit. But he's got it wrapped like a
Gunnar
grappler.
Nelson never had his hands wrapped.
He's got it wrapped like a grappler, where he's got.
I was about to say, a lot of guys that are grappling heavy like that a little bit better, right?
Yeah. Where some of the guys I saw earlier had a lot of pad coming out.
One thing I'll say about Cubb is that he went up 2 weight classes to fight Maurice Morris. I don't know if you've ever seen Maurice Morris, but he's not a small 205er. And Cubb obliterated him.
So those shoulders aren't for show. They have power in them.
Oh, no.
This will be tough for Revolution to lose this one. Because they own the pro card.
That Revolution fight team has been the story of this fight card. Tough night for them so far.
Well, they had a win earlier, didn't they?
They had the amateur win, yeah.
Right.
All right, Cubb Hawkins versus Tanner, the Hammer, Saraceno.
Saraceno, Tanner, and leg kick.
Saraceno been around a long time. Let's see how he can use that veteran savvy against the relatively new to the area and new on the scene, Cubb Hawkins.
Bouncing around, trying to set it up. That's what Saraceno does. He just kicks. I like it.
Nice question mark kick, too.
It just brings it nice and relaxed.
Ooh, Saraceno in on the wrestling here. Very good timing. Right when Hawkins was concerned about the kick, he switches the level.
Cubb's got a walk and turn at the same time. Good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that Tanner so far is playing this expertly.
So now Cubb in the back training, fighting low is justified. But he's got to do something with it.
Man, Saraceno is so smooth with those kicks, though.
Yeah, really smooth, really relaxed.
I mean, yeah, he just looks like he's not
no wind up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. looks like he's not putting any stank or energy on it. No unnecessary energy expended here.
Watch the knees to the head. Nice. It's gonna rip him. Yeah.
Man, Saraceno really impressive, showing the experience difference between these two guys.
Well, if you have it, you're supposed to use it.
Yeah, but how many guys actually fight like they have 15 fights when they have 15 fights?
You got a point, because we saw an example of that in one of the
exactly
amateur fights.
Exactly. This is a guy who has fought 15 hard fights.
Good adjustment to bounce himself back over.
And is showing his body of work in his work right now. Man, he's done a really good job of putting Cubb on the back pedal this whole fight.
Yeah.
Cubb has not had a chance to get comfortable and plant yet at all. Oh, there he goes. That's exactly the kind of shots he needs to get back in this fight.
But here's the thing. He's been bare knuckle boxing, so box this guy. Stay out of the kicking and grappling range and box. But he's got to do it first.
But that's the thing about that range in MMA, right? It's so specific when
Yes.
you're inside kicking range, so you're past the kicking range, but you're not quite in the clinching range. That's one of the reasons why MMA boxing is so underdeveloped compared to boxing for real, or kickboxing even.
And I think that's why Saraceno's pushing the pace. Doing a good job pushing the pace as well.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm very impressed with Saraceno's performance tonight so far.
And Cubb's second and third moves to defend are still very solid as well. But it's going to start slowing down with this big man on his back.
He just seems bigger too, right? Like Saraceno just seems a little taller, longer, bigger. He's got that Michael Chiesa build.
You can see the hips starting to flatten out, but he exploded there. Fighting the hands.
Plum for Saraceno.
Good knee. I heard that one. That one's solid.
Minute 20 left in our opening round here in our main event of the evening. Cubb Hawkins trailing slightly behind in this round to Tanner Saraceno, who's really just been flowing.
He's game and he's in shape.
And he got out there and from the opening bell was already in a flow state. How many guys get out there and don't have like a 30 seconds of weirdness, awkwardness, feeling out? Like, to get in here and immediately hit the ground running like Saraceno has in this fight shows that veteran experience too.
Yes.
Now Cubb Hawkins fighting like Cubb Hawkins. Exactly what he needed. Tanner wisely switches to the wrestling there.
Starting to break down. You saw him make that move, then he gave up on it. He went to the secondary move, he gave up on it.
That's what happens when you start slowing down, though. You start getting caught a little bit, right?
Yeah. And this is what Saraceno needs to do. Is you're not going to be able to outstrike him in the boxing. Make up for it by getting some shots in here.
Yeah. And once Saraceno gets him tired, he can do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
I always think about Justin Gaethje, who was like, I'm a wrestler. Do I think I'm going to go in here and outstrike the best guys in the world? No. But if I get him tired, I can stand with anybody.
Good round.
Great first round for Tanner Saraceno, honestly.
I thought Cubb had a moment or two.
Yeah, he definitely did have a couple moments there.
But definitely a Saraceno
But that shows you the level of power that Hawkins has, where he can only land once or twice and have an impact on the fight.
It changes the flow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I want to see Tanner start unleashing the leg kicks, which, looking over his history, something he does so well. I didn't see a lot of it in this opening round, but you know what? It makes sense because those leg kicks kind of take you into that puncher's range. So give him a little bit of a test to see where he is and then make his mind up from that point on. Cubb's got to find a way to use that pop. Pop, get on the angle, pop him again. He shouldn't just chase him. He's trying to chase him.
Avery Wilson in the corner says, Cubb, you got to find the chin.
I agree, just over and over.
Well, like you said before the fight started, Cubb has to let his hands go.
Yeah.
When he does let them go, he has a lot of success. He's wise to the level change that time. One thing that Saraceno doesn't do well, if there is a weakness to his game that I've seen in this fight, it's that he doesn't hide his level changes behind anything. But they're working so well for him. Now it's Hawkins on top.
Right.
He's got to be careful, though. Saraceno is savvy with the grappling.
Exactly. Little toes in the cage for Tanner.
Saraceno with the sweep. And he's on top with
Early.
Kimura trap grip.
Early. Now he wants to hold this and work these 4 minutes.
And this is actually, yeah, he can just stay here and work this 4 minutes, but if you are going to finish a Kimura, this is a nice position to finish it from because obviously you've got that leg kind of trapped and you can, and he's pinning that arm, and Hawkins is just kind of letting him pin it, which I don't like.
Trying to advance. I don't think he needs to advance.
Nice. Saraceno in the mount. I think Hawkins is breaking.
Yeah, you're not seeing the secondary third movement. Hips pretty much flat now at this point.
Oh, that's tough.
I don't know. You got Dale in there, so.
Yeah, you're going to have to kill this man to get the fight stopped.
Yeah, that's a done deal right here.
Dale Fry calls a stop to that one in the second round. 3 minutes on the clock, so about roughly a minute and 54 seconds in. Tanner Saraceno will pick up the TKO win, but they're working so well for him. The accumulation was too much.
I think what you didn't see was that last barrage by Tanner. You didn't see Cubb bridge his hips like he did previously. You kind of knew the end was near.
Our monitor lasted until the very last moment of the main event, but it is off now.
I thought it was just too much experience to make up for.
And they're leaving the venue Dodger Stadium style.
Fighters, center of the cage. Your winner, due to referee stoppage in the second round, fighting out of the blue corner, Tanner the Hammer Saraceno. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
You got so much better.
For having a great night with Fight For It in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Please use your best judgment, get home safely, and look out for our next fight date.